we'll start with these blasters. Then we'll do the optic, and then first off the line. Good luck, guys. Hopefully we get some goodness that we did not see yesterday. Again, if you are new here, I usually stream Tuesday, Fridays, Saturday, and Sunday. But first off the line, I'll make an exception. Actually, Wednesday seems like a pretty good night to stream as fast as this thing filled. Maybe it's just the product. All right, good luck, guys. I'll fly through this base here. We got Collins for the 49ers. Will Johnson for Arizona. I ship all the base, but I'm trying to speed through that. Ooh, Ashton on the Red Hot Rookies. We like that, Raiders. And base. Ooh, a whole case didn't have a downtown? That's rough. And that's a lot of cards to go through. That is yikes. So Donruss doesn't guarantee a downtown in a case? Yikes. That's just yikes. We got Tesla for the Lions. Makuba for the Eagles. Mr. T-Law on the throwback. Yeah, that would be very depressing. I do have a case of optic blasters coming, so maybe we can do a case break of that. That will definitely have something good in it. I guess Donruss, you take your chances. I was hoping we'd get something tonight, so we'll see. Richard Todd for the Jets on the red. Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh. Pierce for the Falcons. And a lot of base. I don't know why Donruss thinks people need all that base. Hey, Primo. How long are you home for, Primo? Or I guess, I don't know if you should call that home, right? Is that home? Former home? We got Tyler for the Saints. Campbell for New England. Hampton on the rookies. I think he's coming back soon. And more base. I'm with you, Chris. We definitely don't need any more base around here. Unless it comes surrounding a downtown. That's not a downtown. We got Smith for the Jets. Taylor for the Jets. Back to back. With some base. Production line. We got Herbie and McConkey for the Chargers. With base. A lot of base. Hopefully they could at least give us like an auto or something special in one of these. Would be nice. We got Tez Johnson for Tampa Bay. Michael Williams on the throwback going to the 49ers. With base. So much base. All right, we need a break from the base. We'll go back and forth. That's too much base. Right, Gibbe. More cowbell. Less base. Empty box. All right. We got Jordan on the Purple Shock for Houston and a Lassiter. It's a Houston pack. It's a Houston pack. We got Jordan Love, Cooper Kupp, Derwin James on the silver, and a Chop Robinson for Miami. All about that base. Evan Ingram, James. We got Anthony Gould on the shock for Indy and a Jared Verse for the Rams. Dak Kirby, Keon Coleman on the play action, and a Xavier Legette. Bijan. We got Nealon on the silver going to the Cowboys, and a Jonah Ellis for the Broncos. Amon-Ra. Keon Coleman on the shock, and a Brock Bowers first appearance. Yeah, I can't really do the Primo pronunciations. I can do Oka. That's about it. Maybe if we get another Xavier, I will attempt. I don't think I'm Italian enough to pull that off. There's like a Italian inflection. We got Will Johnson for Arizona. Tesla again. Looks all too familiar. Abdul Carter on the throwback for the Giants with base. With base. We got Hairston for Buffalo on the red press proof. Makuba for the Eagles. Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh. Base. Lots of base. Way too much base. So much base. All that base. Pierce for the Falcons. Tyler again for the Saints. Like Buka on the rookies going to Tampa Bay. We approve of that. I wonder how many blasters you have to go through to complete a full set of the base for Donruss. Probably 3 blasters would do it. How you doing, Chris Saxon? Oh my gosh, so much base. Will Campbell for New England. Smith for the Jets. Josh Allen on the Threads. Little Buffalo action there. We approve. Take a little patch with a lot of base. And Buffalo, Mr. Primo. I think so, Gibbe. I think three blasters ought to get you the whole set, right? It would seem that way. It would seem that way. It'd be awful exciting if we actually do get a downtown in one of these. Taylor for the Jets. We got CJ on the throwback. Production line is Tracy and Malik Neighbors for the Giants with all that base. And a Kid Reporter. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the test card. I have seen those. I haven't seen one this year, though. What is They used the Phoenix glue on this pack. Yeah, we haven't come across one of those yet. But yeah, they're probably in there. We got Tez Johnson again. Tyler Booker for the Cowboys with all that base. Caleb Johnson on the Red Hot rookies going to Pittsburgh. And more base. All that base. Oh, did you? That's a good question, Cujo. I have not noticed any of that yet. I haven't opened many blasters, though. All right. Empty box. Please, let this be the one. We got Javonte, Xavier Ligeti, and a Jalen Wright. I tried. That was perfect. Oh, good. Primo might be out there. He could grade me. We got Kate Otten on the silver for Tampa Bay and a Ben Sinnott. Musgrave Hurts. We got Jonah Ellis for Denver and a Chris Jenkins. Myles Garrett on the lighted up for Cleveland and an Edwards for Pittsburgh. What's up, chat? Braswell on the silver going to Tampa Bay, and our old boy Michael Pratt. He might join us in the chat. He usually shows up once his card does. We got Hicks. We got Brock Bowers. We like that on the shock. Very nice. And Marshawn Lloyd on the first year fresh going to MGA. Right. Yes, I do PC Michael Pratt cards. If you find some nice Michael Pratt cards, please let me know so I can add them to my collection. I certainly do not want to miss out on a nice Michael Pratt card. They're in high demand. Very high demand. Nice hit there for the Raiders. Who had the Raiders? Christie. Nice. All right, Donruss, you got one more shot. We want more than base cards in this. It's time. I can't believe they did a case break and they didn't get one case hit. That is depressing for everyone who was in that break. Dylan Gabriel going to the Browns. Jackson Hawes for Buffalo. We got Caleb Johnson again. I think that's our second Red Hot rookies of him, I believe. And more base. Hey, Michael. Hope you're doing good. Base. Tumolua. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's the first time I've ever seen this guy. Tuamolua for Indy. Squirtin for Carolina. On the instant, we got T. Higgins. And more base. Tuamolua. Tuamoluo. I'll work on it, Gibbe. First time I've seen that card. All right, we got Blake Corum on the red press proof. Kyle McCord for the Eagles. Gray Zabel for Seattle. What? And nothing but base the rest of the way. Thanks, Donruss. We got Jalen Milroe finally showing up, Seattle. Emma Worry for Seattle again. Rocket Ishmael on the Legend Series. Popping in there with more base and a Kid Reporter. So much base. What's up, Eric? Hope you're doing good this week. Yes, I'm here on a Wednesday with First Off the Line. We got Dylan Sampson for Cleveland. Ty Felton. A little Drake May action on the threads. Very nice there for New England. Is that Rhino? And all the base you could ever hope for. I think that was Rhino. It sure was. Take a little Drake May action. All right. A little last pack magic, hopefully. Be nice. I wonder what the hit rate of Downtowns is in blasters. Fannin Jr. for Cleveland. Oh, ho, 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 just as I asked. Can you believe it? What an uneventful Donruss. All right, you guys ready? We're just going to pull the Band-Aid off. How about that? Last pack of the last Donruss blaster. Good luck, guys. What do we got here? What do we got here? BTJ going to Carter King. How about that? That's a beaut. Oh, I don't even know if Carter King is in here. He is going to be so excited. He is going to be excited. Fantastic. I had all but given up. I had all but given up on old Donruss, but it did not let us down after all. Sweet. That's fantastic. I might have to send him an invite. Sam Darnold on the throwback. And more base. We'll take that base happily this time. All right. We got one. Fantastic. All right. We got one more shot at one, too. Come on, Optic. Come on, Optic. We're greedy and we want more. Empty box. We got Jonathan Brooks and an Edgar Cooper. Billy, you need more? Oh, I thought we had one for a second. Corley on the primary colors and a Flournoy for the boys. Yes, Ty. Oh, we got an Uptown. Ha ha! We got an Uptown. All right. We got Bullard. Good luck, guys. Jalen Carter on the silver. And Ceedee Lamb going to Dallas. Who grabbed Dallas today? Celos. Are you out there, Celos? Nice hit. Yeah. All right. Uptown and the Downtown. We had this last week. Last week it was Drake May on the Uptown and Joe Montana on the Downtown. This time we got Ceedee Lamb Uptown and a BTJ Very nice. Well, Sombrero Cat worked his magic today. I thought maybe after last night not hitting any, we might get lucky. Hey, there's a nice Bucky Irving on the shock and an AJ Barner. Yeah, Celos. Congrats, man. Congrats. So far, so good. And we still got a first off the line Mosaic Hobby to go. Fantastic. Everything we hope for. Leofold for the Cowboys and a Vidal. Thibodeau, Franklin, Jordan on the silver, and a Chris Braswell. All right. We like it. We'll just slide them over there. Don't be falling down now, Ceedee. Just stay where you're at. All right. Let's go. All right, I am excited. Empty box. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't think I've ever opened first off the line Mosaic before. Let's see. What do we get? Good luck, guys. I will go through this a little slower because I'm excited. Jalen Royals for KC. Mr. Kittle. That is 9 out of 49, Mr. Steve. Roma Dunze on the silver. Torrey Horton. He's off to a good start. BTJ on the montage. Nick Bosa on the white montage. 15 out of 25. Steve, this is quite a pack for you. Kid Reporter in the middle for some reason. Ray Lewis. Maybe this is all the base. Caleb. Yes. Okay. That was a good pack. Yeah, Steve, nice pack. Kittle and Bosa. Well, yeah, what was that? 25 and 49. Very nice. Very nice. We like it. I think the first off the line you get 2 out of 13 and maybe a bonus auto out of 13. So it's possible to get 3 autos in first off the line. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I like our chances, though. As lucky as this break's been so far, I like our chances. All right. We got James for the 49ers. 49ers box. Harmon. Greg Zabel going to Seattle. That is 1 out of 30 on the auto. Going to Seattle. We got Stafford on the red. McCaffrey Mosaic. Introductions. Matthew Golden for the Packers. Oh, Jonathan Taylor and Hampton. This will settle at the end. That's between Indy and the Chargers. We'll take care of that at the end. And, we got Travis Hunter in there as well. Chilling in the middle of the base. All right. I like this. I'm glad we have another one of these to do Friday. I should have got more. It's so pricey. But, I was thinking the regular Mosaic was already pre-sale priced really high. So I thought, you know what? Let's just get a couple of the first off the line. And that is a good investment. We approve. So, yeah, if you want in the next one Friday, be ready Friday morning. right. We still haven't got the first off the line hits. Kenneth Grant for the Dolphins. McMillan. Mike McDaniel going to the Dolphins. 14 out of 49. That is crazy. Mike McDaniel. How about that? We got Diggs on the mosaic. Moments in time for the Jets. Braylon Allen. Caleb on the splash. I like that insert. That's a fun insert. And is this all base? This is all base. You had a feeling about them, didn't you, Steve? Oh, that's funny. We need Dan Campbell. Now, if they had Dan Campbell in here, I would be all over that. I'd be all over that. All right, let's see what we got here. We got Hairston for Buffalo. Travion Henderson. Gray Zabel for Seattle. That is 151 out of 199. Seattle keeps rocking. Tez Johnson on the mosaic. Saquon montage. TJ Watt silver montage. Kid Reporter. We got Jack Beck. Chase Gay. Base. Yeah, they're doing it right, aren't they, Gibby? Bang! Sometimes that's all you can do. And we still haven't got the first off the line hits. Caleb. Gesicki. Cam Ward. Cam Ward without the rookie designation. That's interesting. That's a little error. Look at that nice Randy Moss on the stamp. That's pretty sweet. That is 79 out of 149 for the Vikings. Dawson Knox on the silver for Buffalo. Brazil. Man of Mastery Bow. Moments in Time. Drake May. Cook. Kurt. Puka. Base. Congrats, Cujo. We still got a number of packs to go. Keep hope alive, friends. Keep hope alive. All right. Oh, I think we got a first off the line coming here. We got Jimmy Horn Jr. for Carolina. Jamal Anderson for the Falcons. 9 out of 13. Going to Atlanta. Waddle on the silver. Kenny Clark mosaic. Nico montage. Ashton on the Men of Mastery. I like that. Kid Reporter. Caleb Johnson. Base. Yeah, I'm hopeful they'll still give us a bonus auto. You think if there's any box that deserves a bonus auto, it would be this one. Hey, what's up, Kimberly? Hope you're doing good today. We're having some fun in here tonight. Torrey Horton again for Seattle. Tyler Warren. Matthew Golden on the silver. We like that. Bryce Young on the Germany games. That one is 172 out of 199. Khalil Shakir on the Mosaic. Ladd on the Men of Mastery. Center Stage, that's a nice insert. We like that, Rams. Puka, we approve. And there's a Sanders. Take that. And some more base. A little bit, Kimberly. Can't complain too much when you get an uptown and a downtown. And that downtown came from a Donruss Blaster. I had all but given up hope on Donruss Blasters. But we'll be doing 3 more Friday. So maybe we'll get lucky again. That's pretty sweet. And I still have fingers crossed that we got another auto chilling in here. We deserve one. Brock, Laporta, Roddy White, Tyler, Dante Thornton for the Raiders. Oh, look at there. Graham Mertz for the Texans. Not numbered. Just chilling in there. Just chilling in there, Texans. We got Tyler Nubin, Jonathan Taylor, Hampton. That is the same carbon copy. So we'll take care of that at the end too. Light it up, Christian McCaffrey. I like that insert too. That looks really nice. Bigsby, Love, and base. I think we still have another first off the line card waiting for us. Is it the green? I think it's the green. Hunt, Davis, Mertz again. DJ Giddens for Indy. Miles Garrett. That is 49 out of 49 going to Cleveland. Caleb Johnson going to Pittsburgh. Moments in time, we got Sweat for the Titans. JSN on the montage. Vic Scatabo, get well soon, friend. Base, 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 base. Did you guys see that Jaden Daniels injury? Yikes. That looked terrible. Lucky it was not his throwing arm. All right, last pack magic. Now's the time. We got Stewart, Chandler, Elway, Ewers, Wester for Baltimore, Will Howard going to Pittsburgh. That is 5 out of 13. For the Steelers, Tank Bigsby on the silver. We got Membu on the mosaic for the Jets. McMillan on the introductions. Chase and Neighbors carbon copy. We'll have to do this one at the end as well. AJ, base, 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 base. All right, give me a second here. Coach's fault. Hard to argue with that. I'm glad the Blasters helped make up for that. What's up, Browns fan? Thank you, Jay. Again, I'll do this again Friday. Friday night. It'll be in the shop Friday morning. So if you missed out on your team today, you can try again Friday. Give me a second. There's a couple toss-up cards here we got to take care of. We didn't get a nil auto, too, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, Gibbe, you're here. We got 2 of those. So we'll start with those. Let me get those ready. That is the Chargers and Indy. Where are you at, Indy? All right. All right, we'll do the mosaic first. Left or right, Gibbe? Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, if you choose, you'll get this one, and the other person can get the base version. I like that. That's a good idea. All right, you choose right, and you are correct. So you get this one. Chargers will get this one. And then the other one was Bengals, Giants. And that is Primo and B-Wax. Are either one of you guys in here? I don't think I saw B-Wax in here. And I don't know if Primo is. So, first person in the chat, left or right? Anyone, left or right? First person I see that will go that route. Then we can move on. Left. Billy, I know we got him. Giants. So this one's going to the Giants. All right, that's B-Wax. All right, give me a second here. We'll do a recap real quick. There's a lot to sort for this, though. So if you had a rough break, once I get it all sorted, I will always add in and help people out. Hey, look, there's one right there. Egbuka on the rookies. We got Keon Coleman on the Shock. Hampton on the rookies. Ashton on the Red Hot rookies. Drake May on the Threads. Brock Bowers on the Purple Shock. Marshawn Lloyd, first year fresh. Xavier Ligeti. Caleb Johnson, Red Hot rookies. Josh Allen on the Threads. T-Mac on the introductions for Carolina. Will Howard, 5 out of 13. Myles Garrett was out of 49. We had Mertz on the Mosaic Auto. Matthew Golden Silver. Puka center stage. Bryce Young was out of 199. Jamal Anderson was out of 13 for the Falcons. Ashton on the Men of Mastery. Randy Moss out of 149. Zabel was out of 199. Caleb Splash. Mike McDaniel. This is a keeper, Steve. That's out of 49. Matthew Golden on the introductions for Green Bay. Zabel on the auto out of 30. Horton for Seattle. Nick Bosa out of 25 on the montage. Kittle was out of 49. Bucky Irving on the Shock. CeeDee Lamb on the Uptown. And BTJ on the Downtown. Not too shabby. All right. I hope everybody has a